Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. Again, this is Herminio. I have also another channel, the Yami Yuda, if you want to watch related to philosophy, leadership, and so on. By the way, this is the second topic under the topic on the equity market, the Philippine Stock Exchange operation. This is the prerequisite before you go into studying about the Philippine Stock Exchange. So if you see in the right corner of the screen, you see here the Philippine Stock Exchange listings. Particularly, this you can find this in a newspaper in the business section of our newspaper, or not all newspapers has this, but the national newspapers really have a section on business, and then there are a page there or two devoted for the listings of the Philippine Stock Exchange. And what is written here sometimes we tend to ignore because we cannot understand. Even I myself, when I was doing it for the first time, looking at this part of the paper, I really jump into the showbiz part and other parts because I don't know how to read all of these things. But if you are not investing and trading in the stock market, of course these things doesn't really matter. So today, those of you who are planning really to go into the stock exchange, to the stock market, studying the stock market, now this really matters for you. So I will teach you how to read the paper, particularly in the stock exchange part of the newspaper, and I hope you will learn. But if you have some questions, guys, I would like to encourage you to subscribe and click the notification bell, choose all for you to get updated for our next videos, and then comments, and I could respond and reply your questions. So let's go to the next slide of our lecture. So now, if you try to zoom in that part of the newspaper, you can find the date. The date here is the date on this data comes out. Okay, so for example, particularly the date of the newspaper. So for example, if it is September 10, then they will have to put it there September 10, 2019. So it tells you about the date of the newspaper. Okay, the date of the publication of the listings and other values related to the Philippine Stock Exchange listing. So you will see the date there. So if today is September 10, for example, today is September 10, 2019, then the data below, okay, then the data below is, okay, it is yesterday. So if today is Monday, then this data below is Friday. Okay, I hope you understand. So if the date in the newspaper is September 10, 2019, then that will be September 9. But if September 10 is a Monday, then it will be Friday. Okay, so the data below is basically historical. It is the data yesterday, or if it is a Monday, today, then it will be Friday. Okay, so things that are listed in newspaper is really a day before, or if it is Monday, it is Friday. Okay, because the Philippine Stock Exchange do not have an operation on a Saturday and Sunday. Now, starting with the 52-week high and low, you will see here, this is the 52-week high and this is the 52-week low. This is about the stock prices, the highest in the 52-week time frame, and then the other one, the low one here, you'll see it is the lowest price in the 52-week time. Now the stocks here are, sometimes there are names, they put names of the stocks. Okay, they put the actual name of the stocks or the certain name of the stock, like Bloomberry, Pacific, Online, and so on, Leisure and Rest. Sometimes they will not write all because it's quite long, but in other ways also they use the company ticker symbols or like an acronym. Like for example, Nickel Asia, they use NIKL, all caps. Metro Pacific Investment, they use MEI. So this acronym of companies in the stock exchange listing is a ticker symbol. So a ticker symbol is used to to make to I mean to not just to shorten the shorten of the name of the company, but for you to search easily when you type the names and search for the names of the company in the list of the stock exchange of companies. So it will help you to facilitate finding the company easier. And the par value is here. Usually it is very small, but the par value is the approved price minimum value of stocks that is sold and offered to the public. And usually this is the initial public offering, the lowest amount of the price of the stock that that the company may offer at the beginning, at the start of the offering. Sometimes when the stock price is a little lower than the par value, there could be a bad meaning there. So meaning to say that really the company is really they are selling really the stocks at a very cheap price, lower than the approved par value. There could be problem. Maybe the company really wants money and wants the capital uh, uh, immediately or the soonest possible. There's really an urgent need. So looking at the par value stock is one class of stock issued by a corporation that has a par value set in the corporate charter or articles of incorporation. So the par value is a minimum ceiling value given to each share of stock. So this is again what I'm saying a while ago, that the par value is the minimum ceiling value given to each share of stock. So sometimes when I there could be, when you try to look at the list of companies and prices of stocks and the par value, very rare you can find that a company is selling below its par value. Okay, if my memory serves me right, there are times that I saw one or two companies previously that are with lower than the par value, but again, that is so rare. Companies really are selling above the par value price. Then next is the ticker value. The stock ticker symbol is short chain of letters that serves as a firm's unique identifier in the trade market. So this is what I'm trying to say. The companies issue stocks or bonds to raise funds. If their issues trade on the stock market, they need to have a special symbol that can be found quickly. So it facilitates us finding the stock quickly in the list of company of so many companies listed in the Philippines. During the time when I'm so active investing, there are 300 plus companies. So imagine that if you try to get all the and then the role of companies, and then it takes a lot of time. But by using the symbol, knowing the symbol, automatically you can search it easily. Now, furthermore, we have other terms listed. So we have EPS. What is EPS? Earnings per share. Then you have pre-close. So this is the previous price on the closing time. So this is the price a day before yesterday. So for example, if Monday today, so this is the Thursday price. So this is the Thursday price here. Okay. And that is the closing price on Thursday. But if it is today is Wednesday, then this will be the closing price of Tuesday. Okay. I hope you understand. It is the it is a day before yesterday. Okay. So again, if this is the previous closing price, so the pre-close is the previous day closing price. So again, we remember that the what is listed here is this is the what is listed is the yesterday's value. Again, what is listed here are the previous day's value or values, but the pre-close is the value a day before yesterday. Okay, is that right? A day before yesterday. So, but if today is Monday, so the values here are Friday. So the pre-close is the closing price on Thursday. But if today is Wednesday, okay, then this will be Monday's. This will be Monday's closing price. Okay, this will be the Monday's closing price here. Now, the open is the opening price of the market. Okay, yesterday. If today is Monday, then that will be Friday. But if today is Wednesday, then this is Tuesday's opening price, and this is the highest price during that day. Okay, and this is the lowest price during that day, and we have the closing price on that day. Or if today is Wednesday, then Tuesdays. So this is the opening price on Tuesday. This is the highest price on Tuesday, and this is the lowest price on Tuesday, and this is the closing price on Tuesday. Oh, that's yesterday. If today is Wednesday, and if today is Wednesday, then this is the closing price of Monday. Okay. So I hope if you have some questions, you can ask below in the comment section. And the so about the EPS. Sorry for the it's not EPS, it's about the EPS. Now, the earnings per share is a company's net profit divided by the number of common shares it has outstanding. EPS indicates how much money a company makes for each share of its stock and is widely used metric for estimating corporate value. A higher EPS indicates greater value because investors will pay more for a company's share if they think the company has higher profits relative to its share of price. So again, the higher the EPS, the better because it is a company's net profit divided by the number of common shares it has outstanding. It indicates how much a money company makes for each share of its stock and is widely used metric for estimating a corporate value. The higher the EPS, the better. So if you want to invest for a longer time, the higher the EPS, the better. Now, let's go to the second last part of the things that I want you to learn is the volume. The volume are the number of shares that are being traded. Okay, the number of shares that being traded during that day. Okay, so that was yesterday, right? If today is Wednesday, then that will be the Tuesday. The number of volumes being traded. Okay, that is being sold and bought. And then you have the value. It is the total value. There are multipliers there, but basically they try to multiply it on the number of shares. There is like the mean price multiplied it with the number of shares. So there are the Philippine Stock Exchange are doing that, and then basically it's the price times the number of volumes, and then the PE ratio, the price earnings ratio here. So what is the price earnings ratio or the PE ratio? The PE ratio is a stock valuation metric that compares a company share price to its earnings per share. Stock valuation metric that compares a company's share price to its earnings per share. So what is this? A high PE ratio could mean that a company's stock is overvalued or that investors are expecting high growth rates in the future. So again, a higher PE ratio could, mean that, people really are expecting that this will really grow. So if you are looking at investments in the future, so look at the EPS and the PE. Higher it is, the better. Now, companies that have no earnings or that are losing money do not have a PE ratio. So because there is nothing to be put on in the denominator. So again, no PE ratio, meaning or lower PE ratio, yeah, you understand the companies are not earning or basically losing. Now, the last part here are each parts of the list, they group it accordingly to sectorial groups. So here they group it according to casino and gaming. This will help facilitate investors to find the companies that they like really to go into. So if you want to go, let's say, in the telecommunications or energy, they group it accordingly. So you want to go to invest on small small and medium enterprises, SMEs, actually the group it accordingly. On retail and on energy, they group it accordingly to the sectorial group. So you will see here the sectorial groups: financials, you want to invest in the banks, industrials, holdings, property, services, mining and oil, SMA, ETF, and so on. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video and you learned something. If you have some question, I advise you to share your comments. And again, this is Herminio. Like, share, comments, and subscribe. thank you for listening and have a good day, everyone, and see you next time.